Why would ECOWAS, a body created to promote peace, trade, and unity across West Africa, suddenly turn its back on 3 of its own members? Why did they place sanctions, travel bans, and harsh restrictions on Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso, Assimi Goïta of Mali, and Abdourahamane Tiani of Niger? Is ECOWAS truly defending democracy? Or are these bans a desperate attempt to silence a growing wave of Pan-African resistance? Today, we reveal the 10 bold decisions that got the Sahel leaders banned and how they are redefining power in Africa. 1. Withdrawal from ECOWAS. In January 2024, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger made history. They announced their joint withdrawal from ECOWAS, claiming the organization no longer served the interests of African people. They accused ECOWAS of being biased, foreign-influenced, and slow to respond to the region's real security threats. Instead of dialogue, ECOWAS reacted with anger, labeling the move illegal and issuing sanctions. But for millions in the Sahel, it was a long-awaited act of liberation. 2. Expulsion of French forces. The real shock came when these leaders did what many African nations had feared to do. They kicked out French troops. No negotiations, no apologies, just a clean break. To ECOWAS and its foreign backers, this was unacceptable. But for many Africans, it was a powerful symbol. The post-colonial leash had finally been cut. Third, suspension of elections. All 3 leaders came to power through military coups. ECOWAS demanded they hold elections immediately and restore democracy. But here's the twist. Ibrahim Traoré asked a simple question. What kind of democracy? One bought by foreign NGOs. One where corrupt leaders return every 4 years to rob the people. His refusal to organize hasty elections was seen by ECOWAS as defiance. But to his supporters, it was about building a stable sovereign system first. 4th, formation of the Sahel Alliance AES. With trust in ECOWAS crumbling, the Sahel trio formed a new bloc, the Alliance of Sahel States. AES wasn't just symbolic. It promised joint military action, shared intelligence, and economic cooperation without external control. ECOWAS panicked. To them, AES is a splinter group, a rebellion within the region. But to Pan-Africanists, it's the seed of a new African order. 5. Cutting French and ECOWAS-aligned ties. The next move? Severing institutional ties with France and ECOWAS-controlled systems. From banning the CFA franc to removing pro-Western media and closing foreign cultural centers, the message was clear. Africa for Africans. Banks, military schools, and even judges with ECOWAS or French ties were removed. To the bloc's elite, this was heresy. But to the people, it was freedom in real time. 6. Turning east, embracing Russia, Turkey, and China. While the West panicked, Traoré and his allies looked east. They inked deals with Russia for security, Turkey for construction and drones, and China for infrastructure. This shift exposed the double standards of ECOWAS, who never condemned France's deep military presence, but now cry foul when African nations partner with non-Western allies. The result? Travel bans, economic threats, media silence. 7. Cracking down on foreign-backed opposition. The Sahel governments began cracking down on local opposition leaders suspected of working with ECOWAS and foreign embassies. To some, this looks like dictatorship, but to many citizens, it was necessary to root out decades of corruption, puppetry, and foreign puppets disguised as patriots. It's not just politics, it's revolutionary surgery. 8. Nationalization of natural resources. One of the boldest moves was reclaiming African wealth. Burkina Faso began taking back its gold mines from French firms. Niger revoked uranium deals that left its people poor while Europe stayed powered. Mali moved on lithium and cotton regulation. To ECOWAS and Western partners, this was dangerous populism. But to millions of Africans, this was economic justice. 9. Banning Western media and NGOs gone are the days when foreign journalists told Africa's story. The Sahel governments banned France, 24 RFI, and pro-Western NGOs, accusing them of spreading fear, division, and propaganda. Critics cried censorship, but the governments called it mental decolonization. They are now building their own media networks by Africans for Africans. 10. A new kind of African leadership. Traore is young, bold, and speaks the language of the streets. Goïta is calculated and strategic. Tiani is direct and unshaken. These men aren't products of elite Western schools or IMF dinner tables. They are soldiers turned leaders. African first, forever. And ECOWAS, still dominated by aging politicians with French bank accounts and borrowed legitimacy. To them, Traore and his brothers are dangerous. To the people, they are the heroes we didn't know we needed. So again we ask, is ECOWAS protecting democracy or punishing those who dare to imagine a freer, stronger Africa? Because what's happening in Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger isn't just a rebellion. It may be the start of a Pan-African revolution that no one can stop.